in Cincinnati. The Bengals will try and grind it out against Cleveland with three-time Pro Bowler Corey Dillon, the NFL sixth leading rusher. For the Browns, Jamel White is out with a shoulder injury, so Cleveland will start rookie running back William Green. It's the 59th edition of the Battle of Ohio.
You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Welcome back to chilly Cincinnati. It's one of those bundle up days. Yeah, 36 degrees as we get ready for kickoff. This is now a 7-game season for Cleveland, trying to win a playoff spot in the AFC North. The Bengals 1-8. They haven't played in the postseason since back in 1991. Dick LeBeau in his third year with Cincinnati, Craig. His philosophy very simple. Hey, let's take it one play, let's take it one series, one game at a time.
Well, that's what he's trying to convey to his team. And you hear the team talk, and they're always saying, hey, we can't deal with 60 minutes. Don't worry about 60 minutes. Figure out how to do it one snap at a time. And LeBeau, an old schooler, said, you know, it's an old cliche, but how true it is.
Last week at Baltimore, Cincinnati had 7 kick returns, 244 yards. They ran one back, a new team record.
And I guarantee you the Cleveland Browns special teams have spent extra time this week watching and preparing for this. This will be a challenge for them today.
Cleveland 4-5, Cincinnati 1-8. And the kick by Dawson taken by Bennett at the 4-yard line. Bennett finds a seam past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tackled by Lewis Sanders, a 19-yard return. There's John Kitna. Offensively for Cincinnati, Bengals offense much improved the past 5 weeks, Craig, with Kitna under center. That offensive line is anchored by Willie Anderson on the right side. Corey Dillon, an explosive back, working on his 6th straight 1,000-yard season. How about Chad Johnson? He's a threat with 34 receptions on the season.
Well, there are other guys besides Johnson as well. Peter Warrick and some of these other players need to step up and help this offense.
First down. And the Bengals waste no time getting the ball to the outside into the arms of Peter Warrick. Warrick, 3 years out of Florida State. And let's set that defense for you for Cleveland. The front is anchored by their former #1 draft pick, Courtney Brown. Very good. Linebackers are solid. Earl Holmes leads this team in tackles. Dalen McCutcheon, he's young, yeah, but a terrific open field tackler. Second down after a pickup before. Kitna throws in and out of the hands of Ron Dugans. Incomplete. That stops the clock and brings up third down.
And you know what? When I said other guys need to step up and make plays, Dugans can't do that. He can't drop a nice guaranteed layup almost first down. And that's part of the problem for Cincinnati. You know, when you say one snap at a time, that's one snap right there that goes to being 3rd and 1, perhaps first down, that now has them at 3rd and 6 or 7. It just doesn't work like that.
Warrick has had 33, now 34 receptions. Dugan with 22. Johnson with 34. Pushmanzada with 22. So Kitna has spread the wealth. This time, deep ball right on the number. At the 10-5, touchdown, Chad Johnson. And Craig, he beat Robert Griffith, the strong safety, and Cincinnati burns Cleveland 72 yards.
Griffith in the middle of the field had no help. It's man-to-man. They pick the blitz up, and this was a gamble on Cleveland's part. And Johnson, a guy who's talked a lot of smack, I'd say that's backing it up. Would you?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say that's coming to the dance with a big stick.
You know what's interesting? This young man broke his collarbone against Cleveland a year ago, back October 14th, and had to miss a month. And so, yeah, a little redemption right there for the second-year player out of Oregon State. Neil Rakers. Rackers with the extra point. Now perfect on the season, 18 of 18.
Look at that face of Kitna. He knows it's a great start for a team that needs a good start. They can't afford to get out.
Didn't take long. Did not take long. Cincinnati, 72-yarder Kitna to Chad Johnson, his 4th touchdown reception of the season. First touchdown in the first half for the Browns Only the third time this season they've scored first, Craig. Amazing.
And again, it goes back to just not putting their defense in a bind.
Andre Davis, good return to the 34-yard line.
And you know what happens when Johnson gets to the middle of the field? This is really a vanilla route. They felt good in Cleveland about having Robert Griffith back to kind of ease things, to give them a little calming influence. But he's way too far inside and way too far uptight to defend against maybe a draw. And so when you talk about starting slow, Cleveland didn't want to have that happen, whereas Cincinnati really stressed that this week about getting out on top early.
Under center, Tim Couch, 62% of his passes completed this year. They're down 7 as they start this drive. They try to put something on the ground with William Green. Jamel White out, separated shoulder, averaging only 72 yards as a team on the ground. And we said that offense for you for Cleveland. Tim Couch, as I mentioned, the quarterback, 4th year out of Kentucky, 62% of his passes. He's been troubled with interceptions. William Green, you just saw him. He'll start in place of the injured Jamel White. And Kevin Johnson anchors a very talented group of wide receivers for Cleveland. 2nd down and 8 after a pickup of 2. A little toss play. Green tries to sweep it outside and ridden down by Brian Simmons, the middle linebacker. Craig, defensively for Cincinnati, up front they have a young star and Justin Smith, 2nd-year pro out of Missouri. Linebackers, they had 2 #1 picks, remember, back in '98, Simmons and Takeo Spikes. And the secondary will be busy. They'll try to slow down Couch, and they're led by the right corner, Artrell Hawkins, number 27.
I do like that Justin Smith. He has to play an active role, very active role today.
He walked into our meetings yesterday holding like a 6-pound weight, just kind of throwing it from right hand to left hand.
Well, like a tennis ball.
Oh, man. 3rd down, 6. Couch throws complete. 1st down at the 45-yard line. Kevin Johnson able to angle himself for that reception, and the Browns will continue to move. Northcutt, the receiver.
But look at the protection. The Bengals drop into a zone blitz. 6 guys come. Couch finds his man. Northcutt breaks to the outside, and a man-to-man with a linebacker. Northcutt against the linebacker is a mismatch. And Northcutt, one of those young guys starting to gain the confidence of Couch that he will be there for him.
On the 45, Cincinnati struck early. Up by 7. Couch, good protection. Slings out of the backfield, complete. Steve Hayden making the catch. Sometimes they run a double tight set with Campbell. Aaron Shea is out, number 80, with an ankle, so Hayden will see a lot of reps today.
And here's a perfect situation for the Cleveland Browns to run the football. Butch Davis and staff want to run it. They've said we need to run the football. They have to be more patient with the run. And when you visit with William Green, here's a young man that really a pleasure to visit with. He needs to get into a groove, and they cannot abandon the run early in this game. They must go. This is a great place for it.
Campbell in motion. 2nd down, threw right behind his shoulder pads. Quincy Morgan.
I tell you, that speaks volumes right there. When you have 2nd down and short, and you come out and you throw the ball. And what they're saying here is that we have a lot more confidence in getting 3 or 4 or 5 yards with our pass than we do with our running game. But again, what that message sends to the offensive line and to William Green is not good, because the numbers of running the football aren't going to improve unless you give confidence that you're going to make the call.
Green goes out. They're going to bring in 4 wide receivers, make it 5. 6th play of this drive. 3rd down and 3. Couch grab from behind, still able to get the ball away, complete. And again, this drive rolls on with a reception by Northcutt.
And it's Northcutt on Brian Simmons. Brian Simmons and these linebackers, that is the mismatch. And Couch having enough time to go in and make the play. And Cincinnati, you're going to see they're going to fake a zone blitz and come. You see the fake here with the linebacker. 57 fakes it. Ross comes in. And Justin Smith, who's being held on the left side, he almost gets there. So, you know, it's a lot of things coming together to work for them. But they're getting the matchup with Northcutt on linebackers that they want.
Numbers on the season for Tim Couch, nearly 1,500 yards passing. Watch out with the razzle dazzle. Couch is out leading the way. Lays a block. Here comes Morgan. And steps out of bounds around the 30-yard line. How about that? Couch, a big fella, by the way, 6'4", 227, and he was out leading the end round, the reverse for Morgan.
And these are the plays that Cincinnati Bengals told us are hurting them in the running game. You see the collapse backside right there? That's the man responsible backside for the reverse and counters. It's not there. The Cincinnati Bengals defense said, we're not that bad a rush defense. We're just getting hurt by reverses and what they call gimmick plays.
Gimmick plays, indeed.
Glad you were listening to the meeting.
Yeah.
That's good. Gimmick.
8th play of this drive. He started up the middle, cuts outside. Green down the sideline, bumped out of bounds. They'll mark him out at the 14. Corey Hall, the free safety, made the stop for Cincinnati. Impressive drive. Good mix of run-pass here in the early going for Cleveland.
And I kind of shared with William kind of my feelings on watching him play. Watch how once he gets the football, look at the Bengals defense. Look how they've collapsed hard to this side. Now run. Don't hesitate. Get gone. Move. Use that God-given speed that you have. And that's what he's not been doing. He's been a little bit reluctant and not taking advantage of his speed.
Timeout, Cleveland.
So Couch signals for a timeout, and the first taken by the Browns. 9:56 left in this opening quarter. Cincinnati up by 7, but Cleveland knocking on the door.
Cleveland has the dog pound. They're heading into what maybe is the Bengal den. That Bengal den needs to pick it up a little bit.
Play action. Couch, good protection. Throws. Touchdown, Browns! Darnell Sanders, the tight end, a rookie from Ohio State, 14 yards on the pass.
Well, maybe we got a little shootout at the OK Corral today. We got some secondary problems here. Sanders comes off free and clear. Nobody bumps him. Nobody holds him. The defense comes up on the play action, which Cleveland loves to do. Nobody at the line of scrimmage touched Sanders, and I'll guarantee you that's a problem.
Only his second catch of his rookie season. First touchdown right there for Darnell Sanders.
Couch spreading the ball around a little bit.
Yeah. Northcutt with a couple of receptions. Now Morgan with the touchdown. Dawson with the extra point. And the Battle of Ohio, 59th edition, is tied up at 7. Couch to Sanders. Cleveland, Cincinnati trading touchdowns here early. That one went 9 plays. Craig, 66 yards, about 4.5 minutes off the clock. Couch on that drive, impressive. Short stuff, but effective. 4 of 5 for 35 yards.
And I think what you're going to see here is Coach Fazio, the defensive coordinator of Cleveland. He was burned in the last time that he got ate up and tight in that box and kind of gambled with Kitna. He told us that he has to be careful because Kitna is very smart and finds the right options for him. And talking about audibles and checkoffs.
Well, he had some stories to tell yesterday, didn't he?
Hey, it was great. When I was a senior, he was head coach at Pitt. We played him in the Cotton Bowl, so we relived that a little bit as well.
Dawson with the kick. It's short. Brandon Bennett inside his own 15. Has good room. Turns the corner. 35-40. Bennett to the 46-yard line. Boy, the short kick by Dawson really set up that return. Andre Davis making the special teams tackle after the 35-yard pickup. Well, log on to NFL.com and help pick the NFL's all-star lineup. Cast your vote for the 2003 Pro Bowl squads right now. Only at NFL.com, or check out America Online and simply enter keyword NFL.com.
How about the Bengals getting the ball to start at the 47-yard line? And the kickoff, obviously, kickoff coverage, a problem here now. Cleveland's going to have to make an adjustment and get off blocks.
Lorenzo Neal, the fullback in motion. Corey Dillon struggling, fighting to the 49, maybe to the 50-yard line. Hambrick, the strong side linebacker, made the stop for Cleveland.
Man, is he good?
Oh.
Dillon, so many people in the NFL and fans just watch his feet. Watch how patient he is, first of all, following Neal. Look how patient he is. He squeezes through what doesn't look like a hole. And his wide receiver, Johnson, out there, it would be tough to block for Corey Dillon. You would have to expect on every play that he might end up right in your back pocket, so you've got to go hard.
You know what's amazing is 5 years in the league, this is his 6th. 5 straight 1,000-yard seasons. Kitna throws, leaning, incomplete. The intended receiver, Chad Johnson.
you know what? This one here, I went down on the field before the game. It's like sand. It's not a good turf at all, and they're trying to get it right. Watch how he cuts, and when he cuts, he slips just a little bit. That takes his timing off. You see the sliding? So he has to kind of lunge for the ball. His footing hurt him, and these players, then before the game, they try to get used to it, but you've got to stay off your heels and stay on your toes on turf like this.
Gittin had told us, he said this offense has been troubled at times, yes, and we have no margin for error. Well, there was a misread there. Little timing pattern. Pushmanzada, TJ, 2 years out of Oregon State, the intended receiver, falls incomplete.
You like saying that name, don't you?
Pushmanzada.
You know, when you get a tough name that you can pronounce, it's fun to just go ahead and throw it out there. Pushmanzada.
So the other tough one is out in Pittsburgh. Chris Puamatumaafala.
Yep.
Little pooch punt. Northcutt takes it at the 20-yard line. A 30-yard punt. And a timeout in Cincinnati. 7-7. Browns and Bengals. Back in Cincinnati, Tim Couch on that first opening drive, 4 of 5 passing. He had 5 first downs on that opening drive. They start this drive at their own 20-yard line. William Green trying to find some daylight off the left side, picks up 4. Adrian Ross makes the tackle. Monday on CBS, it's an all-new night of America's Best Television, starting with The King of Queens, followed by Yes Dear, Everybody Loves Raymond, and the new #1 comedy of the season, Still Standing. Then don't miss TV's #1 new show, CSI Miami, plus The Late Show with Dave. Of course, after your local news, Monday here on CBS, America's most watched network. 3 wideouts. 2nd down and 6 for Cleveland. Couch to play fake. Steps, throws, complete to the 44-yard line, and a great reception. Kevin Johnson, the former Syracuse quarterback who had to give way to a guy named Donovan McNabb, has found a home at that wideout here in Cleveland.
And that play-action pass still haunting the secondary, that mid-level of the Bengals defense. Hawkins in his hip pocket because Johnson took advantage of just that pregnant pause, that initial pause there to look at the running game. And imagine that. Cleveland has effectiveness with a play-action pass when they don't have a running game.
A pickup of 19 yards, so Couch off to a very impressive start here on the road. Hot slant connects. Quincy Morgan. And Couch continues to throw things around. Johnson on the last catch. Sanders caught one for a touchdown. Now Quincy Morgan. Northcutt's had his hands on the football.
Well, they're spreading the ball around, and that's one of those things these receivers like here. You look at the number of receptions. They lose Jamel White because of an injury. Johnson's numbers are down, but look at all of the other guys. I mean, you talk about this. This is that there is what makes everybody happy. We have a happy family out there. All these wide receivers buying a lot of pizza for Couch.
6 of 7 is Couch for 71 yards on the ground off the right side inside the 35. Jeff Burris wraps up Green. Great Couch so far. 5 different receivers have touched the football here in the opening quarter.
And they're running the ball well.
Yes.
One thing about William Green is if he'll run, Butch Davis had a lot of praise for him. If he just runs, he's 5 carries, 31 yards, run past the arm tackles. You just got to realize, and he said to us in the meeting that, you know, I'm starting to figure out that a hole opens and then it closes pretty quick, so you got to get through it.
All about tempo. And remember, he held out in camp, missed about 10 two-a-days, and then hurt his shoulder, so he's really just now kind of hitting his stride. 2nd down, whistle. And a flag, the first one of the day, stops the clock at 6:09 left in the opening quarter.
Ball start, 77 offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Well, there was a check going on over there, and during that check, Verba had to jump a little bit. Bruce Arians, and he really said, I think he was trying to convince himself in the meeting last night, I need to be more patient with the running game. That he's the culprit of this deal. He's just got to be more patient. And the guy's been around a long time, and he's a heck of a coach. And once he gets some success going with his running game, I'm sure he will be more confident.
3 wideouts. This time Arians calls for top of your screen, some movement, flags. pressure, and Couch is going to take a seat back at the 50, but a flag is down around the 39.
Bengals a little aggressive, overly aggressive on their approach before the snap.
Offside, 94 defense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Neutral zone. Heads in the neutral zone, offsides, and Couch needs to go ahead and continue to change up his cadence and work the line of scrimmage, keep them on their heels a little bit. But for Cincinnati, they need to get a little jump start because their defense is playing flat-footed right now. They're confused. They're not sure what they're doing. They've got to open it up and come after Couch because Couch is right now just playing pitch and catch.
Second down and 3. I formation. 2 wide outs. Couch mixing things up. Stay on the ground. James Jackson. Maybe a yard. He'll be short of the first down. Let's go back to New York City. NFL Today update. Here's Jim Nance. Jim.
All right, Bowler, a little update on Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Maddox with an early touchdown pass, but this time he's intercepted by Peter Sermon, who will return it to the 1. From there, McNair finds Dyson for the tying touchdown. 7-7 at Tennessee. And let's go back to Team Craig.
7-7 there. 7-7 here in Cincinnati. Under 5 minutes left opening quarter. The Browns so far today, 2 of 2 on third down conversions. They need about 1.5 yards this time. First down to the 28-yard line. Boy, William Green so far seems like he was focused when we talked to him yesterday.
But, you know, I didn't understand a while ago. They put James Jackson 29 in the ball game when it was 2nd and 3, and he runs the ball. Now they come back and they put Green in the ball. Watch where his pads go. He attacked. There's that hit zone, that strike zone, that last second just before contact. He initiated that. That's what you got to look for him. He's 221 pounds. He's strong. He's got to do that. Move the chains. He's got to push them back.
6 carries, 34 yards. Pretty good average, just under 6 yards a pop in the early going. The low back. Bengals come with the blitz. Green tries to turn the corner. Bortles pads pop. Loose ball. Loose ball went out of bounds. And a lucky break for the Browns at the 26-yard line.
The ball was fumbled forward.
Well, you know, the ball fumbled forward there, so it goes right back to where it was. But, you know, he just, again, get behind your shoulder pads. Don't let the defender get inside your midsection there, and you won't have that problem. But I've noticed, based upon this game compared to the film study, that he is. There's more effort. There's more intensity. There's more confidence about what he's doing.
Cleveland chewing up some clock. Tied at 7. And now a timeout. Couch burns a timeout.
Timeout, Cleveland.
His second
charge.
8th play of the drive coming up when we come back to Cincinnati. 3:28 left in the opening quarter. .328 left, first quarter. Tim Couch, 6 of 7, 71 yards and a touchdown to Sanders, is tied in. He's hit 4 in a row. Second down and 8. 3-step drop. And a heck of a grab. Quincy Morgan was able to beat the corner. That ball was nearly picked off.
Well, Case Mahorn, watch how he comes up. He's going to break on this route. He reads the route well, and the Bengals staff has a lot of confidence in this guy's ability over there. But that was almost turned into a big play by the Browns. But the timing of that, how good was that?
Case Mahorn, second year out of Augustana. Doesn't matter where you play, Craig. If you're good, they'll find you. Well, look at this set. 5 wideouts. Empty backfield. Third down and 3. 3-step drop. Slant complete. First down, and the drive rolls on. Again, they're spreading it around. Kevin Johnson makes the grab. And Couch just, you know what, just having a heyday. Quick stuff, little stuff.
Yeah, but look at the pocket here. You're going to see 5 different receivers, a lot of different guys that are seeing and catching the ball. But there's nobody really there to hit Couch. He has plenty of time. So unless the Bengals can figure out a formula to get to him and pressure Couch, he's going to continue to distribute the ball right now. That time they dropped 7 into coverage and they rushed 4. That didn't work, so they got to figure out something else.
Couch with a nice little run going. You see the distribution of 6 wideouts and a couple of tight end catches. He's hit 6 in a row. He wants to throw again. He does. Incomplete. And he had Kevin Johnson in the end zone. Artrell Hawkins providing some cover on the right side for Cincinnati.
I bet they'd like to have this one back here, don't you? I mean, Kevin Johnson hooked up with nobody helping the inside here. This has to be a touchdown here. Johnson guaranteed disappointed in himself on that one there. And I can't believe the Bengals allowed that to happen for Johnson to get on the outside with a move back to the middle where there's nobody there to help.
Butch Davis looks on. Turned 51 today. 11th play of this drive. Flags and whistles.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati calls a timeout. Understand, too, that the left corner, Jeff Burris, took a shot to the head. The Cincinnati left cornerback. He's in the locker room, and they don't know if he'll return or not. That's why Case Baharn's getting some reps right now here early. 7-7 Cleveland and Cincinnati. Craig Bolerjack, Craig James, our CBS crew here in Cincinnati. Cleveland and the Bengals tied up at 7 apiece. Current drive has gone over 6.5 minutes. Inside the red zone, 26 opportunities for Cleveland, 15 touchdowns and 10 field goals. Couch to the end zone. Incomplete. Kevin Johnson, the intended receiver, overthrew him. Miles was there, number 37. Reggie Miles, the rookie from Alabama.
He may have pushed that one a little bit. He had Andre Davis, 87, down the middle, over the top of the safety, and had a pretty good easy toss for a touchdown, but he just misread that one. There was a different kind of blitz that time, or pressure on the quarterback came up the middle. But the one thing about Couch is when he gets down in the red zone, with all of the weapons he has and the ability for them to hit the underneath ball, that gives him something to work with.
What jumps out at you? No picks in that red zone. 3rd down. Couch again over the middle. Touchdown. Andre Davis.
Went right back to it. He had it to play before. He went right back to it. I guarantee you they went back and they said, hey, look, upstairs, we're open. We have Davis down the middle. They've disregarded the guy. Davis said, hey, there you go. I missed it to play before and got it this one.
Well, what a rookie season he's having. 6 receptions for touchdowns out of Virginia Tech, a 2nd-round pick.
Reggie Miles just not able to stay with him. No help to the inside. Manned up.
Couch's right arm. Very effective here in the opening quarter. Dawson with the extra point.
And what you have to start thinking about in Cincinnati now is you might have a tired defense. That defense has been out there for a long time. That was a big drive. Well orchestrated by the Cleveland Browns and their coaching staff, run and pass.
Cincinnati struck first. 72-yard touchdown from Kitna to Johnson, and then it's been back-to-back touchdowns for the Browns. Sanders and Davis have caught touchdown passes from Tim Couch, and it's 14-7 Cleveland. 12 plays ago, 80 yards, 6:44 off the clock. And Couch was 5 of 7 on that drive, Craig, for 63 yards. He's nearly flawless in this early part of this game.
And one of those incompletions was a drop for a touchdown by Kevin Johnson.
The kick again short. About the 13-yard line is Brandon Bennett. Up the middle he comes, tripped up at the 31.
Boy, that guy runs the ball hard. You know, that's the reason for a lot of their success, or the way he hits that line.
19-yard return Wednesday on CBS. Get ready for the sexiest night on television. The Victoria's Secret supermodels at the runway for a special tongue-tied all-new TV event, the Victoria's Secret Fashion Show, Wednesday at 9, 8 Central on CBS. And, of course, it is America's most-watched network. You try that.
Not on that card. I'd get tongue-tied, too.
Kitna in Cincinnati down a touchdown. He's under center. They go back to the ground. Dillon. Tough to tackle, Craig. Tough to tackle. You can appreciate that, you old running back.
Not like him. I mean, he's one of those gliders that looks like he's going slow, but he's really gaining ground. He's moving, and he's buying himself time. He's buying himself time to let the guys in front of him create a hole.
Three-time Pro Bowler Corey Dillon coming off a 102-yard performance in a losing cause against Baltimore last week, 38-27. Second down, 6. Kitna goes the fullback. Lorenzo Neal with his 17th catch of the season. Earl Holmes and Dwayne Rudd teamed up to knock down the big man. About 5'11", 245-pounder.
He is good. He is really good. That guy gives up his body in the hole. Every great tailback, eye back, featured back has somebody in front of them that's making them really good.
143 straight games, Lorenzo Neal. That's durability there. From the eye, 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Not much, maybe a yard to the 45-yard line. Hambrick, good pursuit by the Browns. And that's a fresh defense out there right now.
And that's the point that needs to be made right now about the Bengals offense. They have to control it here for a while. They've got to keep their defense on the field or on the bench right now. Give them a chance. Because the time of possession, clearly, I mean, that's a big number in the first quarter. In the first quarter, yeah, that's a big number.
Final seconds of the quarter winding down. Dillon goes in motion. Kitna, quick drop, off the hands, incomplete. It was Michael Westbrook. Well, and again, that's 2 plays now. 2 opportunities of balls that have come their way dropped. It's little baby steps for this team.
Yeah, and Kitna was saying to us yesterday, 6 inches.
Yeah.
He doesn't have room for error. I mean, he has to have a ball that's perfect. This is a 6-inch drop right here. Get his arms out there. And Westbrook, a veteran, he can't make that drop. Dugan's okay. You may understand that, but not Michael Westbrook.
8 years out of Colorado. Split backfield, Kitna on 3rd down. Good protection, throw complete. Pushmanzada running for big yards inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, 1st down. What a way to end the first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter.
31-yard pass play after the drop by Westbrook. 14-7 Cleveland. Cincinnati on the move. Start the second quarter in Cincinnati. 4-5 Browns against the 1-8 Bengals. First quarter numbers. 269 yards of total offense between the two teams with 13 first downs. First down Cincinnati. Kitna, timing pattern, far side, caught out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Chad Johnson. And a great throw from Kitna.
Well, this man here talked a little smack before the game during the week, and of course not many Brown guys gave him much credibility on this thing. They like his talent, but they didn't think about the quote. He's backing it up, though. You and I've used it quite a bit. He guaranteed they'd have a victory in this thing. And like I said in the open, you've been in the weeds for a long time being quiet, right? Come on out.
Stick your
Start
head up.
shouting.
Yeah.
Say something. Man, 1-8. You can talk every day. It doesn't matter.
First down inside the 10 of the 9. Kitna on the rollout, looks backside of the end zone and just tosses it away. Inside the red zone, Cincinnati, 19 opportunities on the year. They've come out with 8 touchdowns, 4 field goals, and they turned it over 3 times.
Like on that play there, you had 1 dark jersey, Johnson, back there, 4 white jerseys. Just weren't a lot of options. It's like a bunch of mosquitoes chasing 1 arm. You know? You got to get more options out there for Kitna. He'll find them. He's a good quarterback.
126 yards already in this opening half, 72 of it. Early to Johnson for the touchdown. Corey Dillon trying to slip and slide inside the 5. Hard running. It's hard. You just can't put him down.
That's a great run.
225-pounder is Corey Dillon.
So many times you want to talk about how the heck of a runs were when somebody just runs around a corner untouched. That right there was one heck of a run. setting up, being patient, the way he gets to the outside. Watch how when he gets over here, he allows the play to develop. See that? Then he comes back. He cuts, and he doesn't slip. He's not slipping out there. I mean, he's got his feet under control.
Got a nice block from his right tackle, Willie Anderson. From the shotgun, high snap. Kitna, little quarterback sneak. Touchdown! Emotion here in Cincinnati. You know, this was an important touchdown because Cincinnati, Craig, at times will let games slip away right about now.
It looked like a design draw. Corey Dillon went straight ahead, and it was a quarterback draw all the way. And, you know, did the ball cross that line right there, that plane? But he took a blow when he got there for sure.
Rackers will try the extra point. He's perfect on the season, 18 of 18. You're right, Kitna did take a shot from the shotgun and just called his own number, and up the middle he goes.
Butch just said he's going to challenge. The ball did not cross the line.
Cleveland is challenging the ruling on the field of a touchdown.
Kitna, yeah, it was. I was in. But I think this is where replay is good for the NFL. Plays like this that you more than likely are going to get a good shot as to whether or not the football, not the helmet, not the arms, not the knees, did the football cross that plane? And it's not the back. It's this line right here. You know, it's the front. There's the front of it.
You know, it looks to me from that angle, yeah, it did break the plane.
Well, and again, the one word that I always say, it has to be totally conclusive in order to reverse it. That one there doesn't show us anything. And that replay booth up there, they have a lot of different monitors they're working with. They're seeing everything. Here's a good shot of it. On the inside. Remember, it's the front of the chalk that he's going toward. You know, that's going to be right there. And again, conclusive. Totally proof. You know, it's... You thought about drawing on that one, didn't you?
I did.
Huh? You go ahead, jump on in there. If you ever feel good about it, just jump on in.
You know what? I put Kitten is telling everybody it's a touchdown. I was going to push you aside and try to say, let's see that.
Hey, you're my partner. If you ever feel good about it and feel the urge, go on over there and just draw a happy face if you need to.
There's a good shot of Butch Davis, as I mentioned, 51 years young today. Second year, had a great college career at Miami. Of course, also, Craig, as you know, a couple Super Bowl titles and as an assistant coach down Dallas way back in 92, 93.
And I knew Butch back then and got to know him pretty well. Did a lot of stuff with the Cowboys then. And his enthusiasm for the game then is the same as it is today. And to me, that's why he's such a successful coach. It just kind of infiltrates the rest of the players in the locker room. But he said how ironic it is and how close they parallel this team, the Cowboys, back in 91, 92, you know, in 88, 89 when they were bad and close. So he thinks he's on track.
The play, there is not enough visual evidence. The call stands. Touchdown.
What was the point you made?
Got to be totally conclusive.
Timeout, Cleveland.
You can say it looks close, but you have to sell it.
The picture has to sell it.
Yeah.
Old Bernie Kukar. I think the officials in the NFL, you know, do such a good job of explaining it to the viewers and to the fans and to us of what they're trying to accomplish. They've done a great job.
You know, losing the challenge, they also lose their last time out. 13:44 left before half. Remember, they had to burn a couple in that opening quarter.
But it was worth it. I think it was worth the challenge.
Extra point. Rackers. Good snap. Kick is away. And splits the uprights. He stays perfect on the season. 19 of 19. And we're tied at 14 all. Kitna. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. You look great in that, by the way. 14 all here at Cincinnati, Cleveland, and the Bengals. 9 plays, 68 yards, and the key play in that drive was the 31-yard catch by Houshmandzadeh that ended that first quarter. And then Kitna runs it in from 3 yards. Short kick inside the 15. Andre Davis to the 31, call it the 32-yard line.
Easy, guys, easy.
Well, tonight on CBS, don't miss the riveting conclusion of Master Spy when Robert Hansen takes even greater risks in an unbelievable chain of events, finally blows his cover. Oscar winner William Hurt stars in the world premiere movie Master Spy, the Robert Hansen story. That's tonight on CBS, America's most watched network.
At this point here, both coordinators for offense, defense, they've all figured out kind of the tweaks that have been made in preparation for this game. Now we'll see which group can settle in and individually win their battles.
14 all, early moments here of the second quarter. They want to throw, deep ball on its way. Nearly intercepted and dropped. Northcutt was the intended receiver, and what a throw by Jackson, number 88. They brought him off the bench. No, Kevin Johnson is a guy with the arm, the former quarterback from Syracuse.
Not that arm, though. That's 60 yards in the air.
Yeah.
I went 5-2. I kept going. I got to 60 yards. He threw this ball 60 yards in the air. If he just set his feet a little sooner, then he had a chance of completing the ball. And they still had a chance. Northcutt to be able to come back. Boy, that's it. You know, and again, that they're setting up a reverse. It's making you think on defense.
Yeah, it's going to keep you on edge. To the sideline, it's caught. Around the 36-yard line, the tight end, Campbell, number 83, pulls down his 18th catch of the season.
And another receiver. Yeah, you know, spread that ball around again. And that lures up that defense. It makes them feel vulnerable a little bit. You know, this is an offense that has shown so far that they will throw the ball around the field, and you can't fall asleep.
7 different receivers now have caught the football for Cleveland in this first half. Couch 10 of 13, 102 yards and a pair of touchdowns. 3rd down and 6. Shotgun is Couch. Under pressure, throws, far sideline, caught, and out of bounds is Northcutt.
Now, I would, Cincinnati's got to figure out that Brian Simmons and these linebackers, they cannot take care of Northcutt. Now watch this, they're going to drop out. This guy here, he's going to come. See here, they come back out into coverage, a little zone blitz. They bring some safeties in, but they don't get there in time. Couch keeps moving back and buying himself a little more time, which allows Northcutt to separate from Simmons. That has been a real successful play for Cleveland. Northcutt on the linebackers.
They also brought the corner on a corner blitz, Artrell Hawkins. 1st down. Right now the Browns very confident on 3rd down. They're 6 of 6 in this ball game on 3rd down. Open running room. William Green delivers the blow, and another shot out of bounds at the 40. Corey Hall made the hit for Cincinnati, but hard running by William Green. He told us, I'm learning tempo. I think maybe he's learned it.
He just jacked up everybody over there. Watch the movement, the way they get going to the left side. The Bengals, Justin Smith, falls inside. Nobody's there. Man, that is power. And that Browns bench jumped up and down and said yes, and then 30 yards behind the play, Stokes, the guard, jumped up and threw his hand in the air. That gets a team moving.
12th first down for Cleveland. Good running room again as Green finds a lane and just picks up as much as he can behind that big O-line. They'll put him down at the 34-yard line.
When you talk about 53, I think they would have loved to have had 53 yards from him in the first half. Then you throw in the fact that it's 9 carries for 53 yards. I'm not great with math, but that is a pretty good average.
That's not bad.
Huh?
Green, by the way, 8 carries for 47 yards. That's nearly 6 yards a carry. And on the other side is the Pro Bowler, Corey Dillon. $11 minutes left. Not much. James Jackson in for his 2nd carry. Jackson, 2nd year out of Miami.
probably conditioning a reason for James Jackson going in the game. William Green he's not used to that, the number of carries, but he has to. They got to get him back in the game. Lather the guy up. He's young. Give him the football. It's pretty good conversion rate there. Now, I'm good with that kind of math. 6 out of 6.
Good.
I got that down.
I knew you got past 5th grade.
Well, it took me 2 years, maybe.
3rd down and 4. I formation. Couch under pressure, steps up, drills the pass complete. Quincy Morgan cut down at the 10-yard line. Case Vaharn with a great tackle to save the touchdown.
This is like a track meet by the receivers in Cleveland going across the field. Now, up front initially, it looked like maybe they were in the neutral zone and might have been offsides, or maybe that Couch had kind of pulled out prematurely. But when he stepped up in the pocket, here's what I'm talking about. Stepping up in the pocket allowed the time for the separation. The crossing routes by the Browns receivers, they've got more speed than the guys trailing them. You know, there's a Ford chasing a Jaguar right now, and it's not working.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. In round. Little trickery. Andre Davis. Back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe inside the 10 at the 9. Takeo Spikes makes the stop out of Auburn. 5-year pro. They got a pretty good linebacking core in Cincinnati. Brian Simmons, Takeo Spikes, Canute Curtis. Spikes and Simmons both drafted #1 in '98. Spikes was 1A, Simmons 1B.
Yeah, they're good linebackers. Yes, it's a defense that's capable on paper, but I don't think they're capable of doing the things in coverage on the underneath stuff with slot wide receivers.
3 wide receivers set, 2nd down. Jackson dances up the middle, maybe 3. They'll mark him at the 6-yard line. Clock runs, under 9 minutes left. 14 all here in Cincinnati. The drive rolls on. 5 minutes and counting. 9 plays, Craig. 62 yards.
And again, I mean, we're talking 12-play drive. Now we're looking at a 9 and counting drive. That Bengals defense continues to stay on the field. Yes, the Bengals offense answered on their last drive, but this Cleveland Browns offense, just their offensive line, to me, I know we're talking Couch, but the offensive line is winning the battles right now.
3rd and goal. Couch, corner route. To the incomplete. Morgan, the intended receiver, and it was Reggie Miles, the rookie they were picking on from Alabama.
But again, a smart play by Couch. There's only one thing that's going to happen. It's either going to be a touchdown or it's going to be too deep. A beautiful throw back to the corner to the pylon, and this offense coming down the field. 10 plays staying on the field, giving their offense a chance at 3 points.
This will be a 24-yard field goal attempt by Dawson.
Hey, no leap,
And inside the 30-yard line, he has made 40 in a row. This will be from 24. And the kick,
What'd you say, 40?
Hits the upright, and the streak ends. It's amazing. You know what? It's just basically a chip shot for him. And the 40 in a row from inside the 39 ends. And we stay tied at 14.
You got him.
Cincinnati takes over after the missed field goal. Tied at 14. Kitten airs it out long. Incomplete. Well, what a track meet. Chad Johnson with McCutcheon.
I'd say they have confidence in Chad Johnson, that it doesn't matter what's going on out there, that they're going to try to give him the football. They're going to throw it up, and especially when they get one-on-one. As tough as catches that would have been, he got his hands to the ball, which gave him a chance, and I can't believe he even got to that point.
Johnson with 2 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Corey Dillon, after a long rest, upended at the 23. McCutcheon in on the stop. Coming up on the Nextel halftime report, make sure you stick around. Join Jim, Dion, Dan, and Boomer. All the scores, all the highlights. That's coming up on the Nextel halftime report.
Did you see McCutcheon come down, stay low, and tackle and wrap up? In the first game between these two teams, Dillon made a bunch of the secondary guys miss because they'd go low for him, but they wouldn't wrap up. He's got excellent feet.
Kitna steps and throws the ball in and out. Peter Warwick. He's saying as he runs back, coulda, shoulda. Kitna, again, it's 6 inches. It's one play at a time for Cincinnati.
And you know what? For me, when I watch Warwick on tape and see him play, it's almost as if these drops happen because he's thinking about guys next to him, around him. He's not afraid, I'm sure of that, but he's just not zoned in and focused on the one thing. Catch the ball. That'd be my advice to him. Catch it, and then we'll worry about the yards after the catch.
Nick Harris punts his first traveled 30. Good kick, turns it over at the 30-yard line is Northcutt. Northcutt makes his cut at the 40 and falls to the 42-yard line. 47-yard kick and a 12-yard return. 7 minutes left in the opening half.
Ever thought about if you were doing a show like that, the homework? I mean, your pregame meetings, and I don't think my wife would ever let me go.
No.
Huh?
No. You're locked in.
Craig, why are you leaving 2 days early?
Ball on the Cleveland 42-yard line. 1st and 10, 7 minutes before halftime. Cleveland has controlled the ball 31-18 in plays. Movement, flags. Green runs it outside, picks his hole to the 49-yard line. But a flag is back around the 41.
Showing you a little bit of the reason they believe that the future is real bright for Green. Man, he got some footwork going on out there.
Offside, 56 defense. That penalty is declined, 2nd down.
That's a good lesson. If you're just starting the game, just keep running the play out. Instead of 5, you pick up nearly 9 inside the 50-yard line. William Green, great career at Boston College. Remember, he left after his junior campaign. 1,559 yards, 18 touchdowns. Couch, pump, fakes, goes sideline, intercepted inside the 20. Case Fahard, who's in for the injured Jeff Burris, makes the pick. And it stops Cleveland. Cincinnati will have it.
He rolled the dice. He did the wrong thing. Case Fahard goes back. They work on this every practice.
This drive starts on the 18-yard line. Dillon stopped. They will give him a yard up to around the 18-19-yard line. That was the 9th interception thrown, by the way, by Couch. And Craig, it's amazing. More than halfway through the season, only the 8th interception as a team for Cincinnati. Pretty active first half for Case Fahard.
And number 34 is coming through. Just like the coaches said, we have a lot of big hopes and expectations for this kid. They feel like he's going to be one heck of a player.
2nd down 8. The draw. Dillon, big hole. Makes a cut. Still on his feet. 1st down at the 31. Lewis Sanders and McCutcheon.
Watch his footwork. Watch him inside the middle here. He sees the lane. There's a big hole there for him up the middle. Now watch once he makes the move. When he comes back down, he's going again low. He's going again low. He's not up high. He's in total control of his body. Just not many guys can do that in the NFL. And Griffin comes up 24 and throws a kind of a no-hitter at him. But of course, there have been a lot of guys from the secondary throw no-hitters at Corey Dillon.
Pick up a 12, 7 carries now, 30 yards on the afternoon. At the 31-yard line, Kitna, good protection, throws a dart in traffic, complete to the 40-yard line. Westbrook with the reception. Westbrook with good speed, Craig. He's been clocked around 4.35. He spent 7 years with the Redskins.
But they'd like to see, regardless of the speed, more of this. Catch the ball. Warwick had a drop on a hook the last series. Westbrook has had one drop in this game. To heck with the yards after the catch in Cincinnati. Make the reception, and then we'll worry about phase 2.
One step at a time. Sobel in motion. Dillon gets the carry, not much. In fact, he'll lose a yard back to the 40-yard line. That play very slow developing. Earl Holmes plugged the middle.
Slow developing, and normally if it's slow developing, then Dillon has enough time to kind of think about it and work his words back there. But I mean, the push was incredible there. Yeah, a little work on the outside. Young Johnson getting a little whip around, free ride.
Well, Cleveland saying, hey, we read that article. Under 4 minutes left, 3rd and short. Play action. Kitna steps, long ball. Has man coverage. Incomplete. And a flag. It was Chad Johnson. No flag.
You kidding me? How can they not throw a flag on that? How can you not throw a flag on that play?
Anthony Henry, number 37, hanging on his back, but no flag, and the boos around here in Cincinnati.
Johnson's open right now, and Kitna held the ball, and he let him get a little bit further down there. I just don't understand this. This is absolute mauling. That
ran right into him.
I don't know what. You can't say it wasn't catchable. You can't say anything other than that was just a bad call.
They just showed the replay here in the stadium. You could hear the reaction. Northcutt set to return the punt to the 33, 34-yard line. Boy, the boos, they are echoing around here.
Again, Johnson's there, and Henry comes in, hits him clearly before he grabs his face mask. I mean, there's contact before the ball gets there. That's pass interference. Some fans, they just screamed up at our booth, acting like we had something to do with that. They go, we're tired of getting messed around here. We had nothing to do with that. I'm glad the guy doesn't have a grapefruit with him. I'd be getting drilled.
There's Dick LeBeau, 3 years in Cincinnati. 65 years old, but boy, he is the old school type of coach, trying to instill some pride and the sense of winning again.
That's a new back out there today.
Next weekend, an all-star lineup, including Mark Calcavecchia, Freddie Couples, Mark O'Meara, and of course the Shark. Make all the shots at the Franklin Templeton Shootout, taking the action next Saturday at 1 Eastern and Sunday at 4 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you check your local listing. For more, go to CBSSportsline.com. America Online, enter keyword CBS Sportsline. Under 3 minutes left and a half. 2nd down and 5. Green near a 1st down to the 43-yard line.
Big Barry Stokes, 79, coming around from the left guard, pulling and getting up in the hole, and Green just looks so much more confident in the way he's running the football. And the Browns made a commitment during their off week to get better. They needed to get better, and they want to make a playoff run in this last 7-game stretch here, and it's only going to happen if they can have a running game. I said earlier, isn't it amazing how the Browns have a play-action passing game that's successful, and they can't run the ball? So imagine, should they get the game going on the ground, how good they could be.
They bring the sticks out. Missed it by that much. Got a link to the football. Craig William Green, 12 carries, 70 yards. On the season, he had 161 and had the lowest per carry average at 2.3.
Okay, guys. You alluded to it earlier, talking about how he came to camp late. Butch Davis was saying this guy just didn't have a lot of reps. Then he had a shoulder that got knocked down.
Right.
Wasn't getting the carries in the game. So he really is a guy that's just now figuring out the game.
Substituting for Jamel White, separated shoulder against Pittsburgh. Crashing for the 1st down, got it. Right up the middle behind O'Hara. Stokes, Glenn Steele in on the tackle. This Cincinnati defense, by the way, with a 2-minute warning, they're missing Oliver Gibson. Don't forget that. The big fella up front tore his Achilles against the Ravens. Timeout. 2-minute warning. Cleveland, Cincinnati tied at the 2-minute mark left here in the second quarter. And coming up on the Nextel halftime report, make sure you join Jim, Dion, Dan, Boomer. All the scores and the highlights, that's coming up on the Nextel halftime report. Cincinnati, Cleveland, 14-14. It's the Battle of Ohio. William Green, one of the stories so far in this ballgame.
So it's the battle in the trenches, really. You know, Cleveland Browns right now, they're seeing the success from all the work they had in their off week. This team wanted to run the football. William Green's running hard right now. But to me, what's happening here is you look at the Cincinnati Bengals. We've been saying a whole lot about the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati's still in this game. It's 14-14. And I think in terms of the Bengals overall, they have not been making mistakes. And that was the one thing they wanted to avoid, was going into a game making mistakes. The turnovers have really hurt them. And right now, in my mind, that the future looks really good for Cincinnati, because Cleveland, it seems like, should be up. It seems like, I know they had the missed field goal, but it seems like they should be up by 7 or 10 with as much time as they control the football.
Yeah, you look at William Green, who did hobble off the field, looked like he was favoring maybe his left ankle. He's over on the bench trying to catch his breath. Now, you brought up a point earlier, too. This is a game that he, a lot of reps, they wanted to let him carry 20, 25 times, and you have to wonder how good a shape he's actually in. James Jackson in relief to the 39-yard line. 215-pounder out of Miami. Mark Roman made the tackle, picked up a 17.
Boy, that offensive line, they open up something there.
Hurry up offense. Couch throws complete. What a tackle. Adrian Ross, number 57.
What a tackle. What a catch.
Yeah.
What a throw.
Hurry up. Couch under pressure. Slings it through the hands of Jackson. Incomplete. Stops the clock. And remember, no timeouts remaining for the Cleveland Browns.
Well, you talk about a rally killer right there. This is one of those where watch his head move up the field. He's already running down the field, and that just game experience, lack of it, not having enough time to be in a game, and you come in and you're cold, you've been sitting on the bench, and all of a sudden now you're the guy, and it's tough, really hard on a running back to come off the bench and try to be a successful receiver.
It's cold, yeah, but he's got gloves. 3rd down and 4. 3 wideouts split to the near side. Northcutt in motion. Count from the shotgun. Good protection. Steps, throws underneath. Complete. 1st down and more. Inside the 15 to the 14. And Northcutt, who's had a terrific first half. And it's a 1st down. They move the chains. The clock runs. 1:02 and counting.
I'm not so sure that Raynard Wilson got back in time.
Offside, 56 defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down yet.
The previous play on the pass completion, Wilson's in the backfield, and he'd been hitting on Couch. Well, he just tried to hustle to get back, but he didn't do it in time. And Cleveland again taking advantage of a defense that's not quite together right there. Couch just dissecting them, buying him just enough time to let his receivers get separation.
That also enabled Cleveland to slow this clock down. 59 ticks left, no timeouts. Couch on the run, looks at the end zone, fires, incomplete. Threw it in the turf. He wanted Quincy Morgan. Reggie Miles providing coverage. Again, the clock stops. 52 seconds left. No timeout for Cleveland.
But a smart play there, because he would not have been able to run to the end zone. They were going to get him with the angles that they had on defense, and throwing it low was his best shot at trying to avoid an interception. And if he misses it, at least stops the clock. And how important was it? They thought they were burning a play on 1st down, but because Cincinnati was offside, It's just 2nd down right now.
Offensive coordinator Bruce Arians looking on. He doesn't like it up top in the press box. He likes to be on the field. Couch steps up, batted down, incomplete. Was that Booker? Big Vaughn Booker. Well, he's missed 5 games this season with injuries. Knee. Had a knee against Baltimore.
Drive, get your hands up right at the last second. Big arms coming up. May have helped prevent a touchdown, too, because Johnson was open on the out and back to the inside.
10th play of this drive. 3rd down and 5. Just inside the 10-yard line. James Jackson, the lone back. Couch looking to the end zone. Now runs. Guiding traffic. Back line. Incomplete. Through the hands of Davis. Clock stops with 39 seconds left.
This Bengals secondary is being asked to cover for 5, 6, and 7 seconds because Couch is buying time to get to the outside. Most of the time when he gets out there, he's going to make that completion there. But that's a big task for this Bengals secondary to have to stay close to their cover guy for 5 or 6 seconds.
This will be from 27 yards. The last one he tried from 24. He hit the right upright. Kick is away. And good from 27. So 35 seconds left in the opening half, and Cleveland on the road jumps in front 17-14.
Another impressive drive by Tim Couch and company. Bengals defense, though, did step up there at the end, right? You know, at least they have been able to hold out the Browns offense. That's what I was talking about a while ago, is the fact that the Bengals team has rallied and been able to keep the Browns out for what could have been 14 points. Look at all of them. There's nobody on the bench. Before every kickoff or kickoff return, every Bengal gets off the bench, they go to a huddle, and they talk. Nobody stays over there. To me, that is the way you accomplish playing this game one time, one play at a game, one snap. You know, and not having, you know, okay, just another kickoff return. It's an important phase of the game, and it reminds the team of where you are in this particular ball game.
Good point. 11 plays, 58 yards, less than 3 minutes off the clock, and they connect from 27 yards off the foot of Dawson. And they lead 17-14.
We'll try to get a hold of an old buddy of mine, Anthony Munoz, sitting a few rows just below our deck right here.
You know what? He's taken up 2 seats.
He is great. I played the Pro Bowl with the guy one time, and I quickly became friends with him. I hung around him. I wanted to make sure he took care of me.
You know, honestly, when he walked up the stairs, he still looks like he can play.
He does. What a great human being.
Short kick again. Cincinnati takes it back inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
That's the Browns saying, look, we respect your kickoff return ability.
Yeah.
We're just going to punch it up there, and we're going to let you start at the 35-ish, and to heck with it.
30 seconds left. 2 timeouts remaining for Kitna. 6-year pro out of Central Washington. It's been his first 5 seasons, Craig, in Seattle. From the 35. Pressure. Kitna. Big bag is down. Was the ball fumbled or was it an incomplete pass?
Wouldn't throw the beanbag unless he thought it was a fumble.
Yeah. Downed it. 25-yard line. Mark Word bringing pressure. He got the start today for the injured Kennard Lang at the left side.
Yeah, the arm had not started forward. Nice call by Kukar. Even though they did recover it, though.
Yeah.
That is the end of the first half.
Pretty entertaining first half here in Cincinnati, Cleveland, and the Bengals. 17-14 Browns.
And we've seen the Browns execute on offense, but the Bengals bend and not give up once they got to the red zone. That's why they're only down 3 points in this game.
And also a pretty impressive running performance by the rookie William Green, replacing the Jamel White, who separated his shoulder against Pitt. Sellout crowd here in Cincinnati. Cleveland and Cincinnati only separated by 250 miles, and it's connected by I-71. So a lot of Browns fans made their way to Paul Brown Stadium.
Got an interesting second half coming up. The Bengals just need to continue doing what they're doing. Not making mistakes.
72-yard touchdown to Johnson to open things up from Kitna. 17-14. Cleveland over Cincinnati. Jim Nantz will be along from New York with the Nextel halftime report.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel halftime report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.
And hi, everybody. Welcome to the Nextel halftime report. Jim Nantz from our studios in New York. I'd like to welcome those of you watching Buffalo, Kansas City, and the Battle of Ohio. Dan, Dion, and Boomer are here. And, guys, we're going to have our own little contest here, all right? See who can get the most fired up over the highlights here, okay? Let's just check it out. We got the Bills in Kansas City up first. The Bills taking a lead on a touchdown pass to Moles. Henry, well on pace for cracking the century mark here today. And Holmes has been kept in check except for one run.
And Jim, Trent Green's fired up. Look at this throw right here. 44-yarder to Eddie Kennison. Good play by the safety, preventing a touchdown. Then Priest home on the pitch sweep. He gets in for a touchdown right there. 4-yarder. Breaks Marcus Allen, single season. Oh, you want to be surprised right here? Look at onside kick.
I'm surprised.
Mike Hollis.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked, too. They recover. And then Eric Moles in the corner of the end zone here. They call a touchdown. Kansas City challenge that. Look at his left foot. Is he in, Dion?
He's in.
He's out.
He's my friend.
Take it off the board.
And then later on, at the end of the half, Eric Moles, 7-yard touchdown. Buffalo goes ahead right before the half.
He's in that time at Buffalo at halftime, leading 5-3. You were fired up. You did a good job there. Meanwhile, the Browns and the Bengals, and Couch has thrown for a couple of scores. Kitten has thrown one, run for one in that one.
How lucky are you in Cincinnati that it's a sellout that you actually get to watch this game on television? And what do you see? John Kitna dropping back 72 yards to Chad Johnson. Remember, he said, I guarantee we're going to beat the Cleveland Browns. And right now he's doing his part. And then next, it's Tim Couch. He finds Darnell Sanders in the back of the end zone for a 14-yard touchdown. The score is tied at 7 at this point. And Tim Couch is not done. He takes a pass and throws it to Andre Davis across the middle for a 14 or 15-yard touchdown. And then John Kitna up the middle. Get down, get low, do not take the hit. 17-14 at half. Bengals showing a little spunk today, boys.
It's not over.
Pittsburgh and Tennessee have just gone to the half at Nashville, and it's 14-7. Didn't take long for the Steelers to strike in this one, Dion.
Not at all. Tommy Maddox having a so-so day. 2 interceptions. But check this out. On the first play of scrimmage, my Tommy said to me, Hines go for 72 yards. Hines scored 72 yards, baby, for the touchdown. Tommy Maddox backhand touchdown. Tommy is what Dan calls him, but he's picked off by Peter. I can preach a sermon today all the way down to the 1-yard line, but he takes some whopping hits. Tommy Maddox pitches to Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis throws back forward lateral, but it's called later on. He throws the interception to Lance Schulters, his 4th of the season. We have the further review play stands, and Eddie George smells it from 4 yards out.
Those highlights
from 3 yards out.
brought to you by the band with the 5 golden rings.
Yes.
Or the diamond rings.
Diamond rings.
Diamond rings. Dallas and Indianapolis. Cowboys with 67 total yards. That's it. Field goal on each side in that one. By the way, Harrison, over 600 career receptions after 5 today. 5 catches. He's the fastest to ever get there in a career. Jacksonville 10 up on the Texans as they're about to start the 3rd quarter down in Houston. Carr with a long strike for a touchdown. Brunell's thrown one to a tight end there as well.
And there's former President George Bush telling David Carr, look, enough with the interceptions, enough with the sacks already. So what does David Carr go out and do? He throws an interception. Marlon McCree, he returns at 37 yards, puts Jacksonville in great field position.
He made a nice tackle.
He did make a nice tackle, but Jacksonville's Mark Brunell comes back, uses a little play action, rolls to his left, finds Kyle Brady in the back of the end zone. That's his 2nd of the season for Kyle Brady. And then you want to know why everybody's all excited about David Carr. Just look at this throw, fellas. It's a laser, and it's to Corey Bradford down the sideline for a 52-yard touchdown. Houston, representing okay. Not doing too bad.
Not so bad. Green Bay and Minnesota, and Favre's 2-8 all time at the Dome. He's been picked twice in the first half there. Culpepper has been picked twice, but he's also thrown 2 touchdowns. One of them to Moss. And Atlanta and the Saints, Vic with the longest touchdown pass of his young career, 74 yards to Gaylord, the game's only score. Arizona and Philadelphia and McNabb. We talked about how he hasn't thrown a lot of touchdowns here in recent weeks. Total of 4 over the last 5 games. Well, he has 4 today in the first half.
He's back.
Big time.
Yes, sir.
And the Redskins and the Giants, 10-all at halftime. Redskins touchdown to Willie Jackson, just recently signed, and the Giants to Amane Toomer. And that game 10-10 at halftime. We're going to send you back to the second half of the game you're watching. Thanks for being with us on the Nextel Halftime Report.
CBS Sports presents the Nextel Halftime Report. Nextel, bringing you wireless solutions.